Okay, this time we will see the midpoint method, right? Midpoint method. Okay, midpoint method. If you use the midpoint method, you will have the same consequences with the same changes. I mean, this is quite different prior result. Okay. In our previous class, we have studied, the price elasticity, price elasticity, okay, of demand, okay. Of demand. Price elasticity of demand, right? So, okay, we will use the middle point then. We will see the same result, okay? To recall your memory, we have point A, the price pool, okay, and demand 120, okay? The price and demand, okay? Point B, we have a price 6 and demand 8, right? In our previous study. And then the change rate, I mean the elasticity of demand against price. So we call this one price elasticity of demand, right? Then with in this case, okay, we move from number one, we move from A to B. Number two, we move from B to A. But the portions of change, the rate of change is the same. The consequences of elasticity should be same. But actually, once we don't use the midpoint method, if you don't use midpoint method, the result is different. Let's see that, okay? Okay, then, let me delete, this is not necessary. Okay, then, I will show you that. Okay, number one, I told you, from A to B, right? Then, here to here, here to here, right? Then, okay, we move price to, we have 2 point, we have a 40 here, right? So the price increased the 2 boxes, right? Then, and the quantity 40. In comparison to original 4, this one is increased 50% price increase. Okay, and here, right? This is how much? 33. Okay, because this is third one, right? That's 30%. Then price elasticity of demand. Once we move from A to B is 0.66, right? What about other case? Number 2 case is from B to A. Okay, from B to A. Okay, this time here, but this time here, but the same rate. This $2. This is 4. Right? But the basis is this and this. Okay, then let's see that. Okay, $2 is right. So the one. Okay, so it's a 1/3 of 6. So 1/3 is a 33%. Okay, and because the guideline is 6, this time 6 and 8, right? So 40 is the same change rate, but the guideline, the basis is not 120, but 8. So this is half. So it's 80%, 50%. Then the result is 1.5. Okay, see there. This is quite different consequences, right? This one is different, but should be same. Should be same, but different consequences. Okay, because we do not use midpoint methods. Then this time, let's use the midpoint. Then what can happen next? Okay, we'll go to next page and see that. Okay, midpoint. Okay, once we use the midpoint, okay, I will see you that in this page. Then we divide it by average, by mid. Okay, what is the mid of this one? Then this. Okay. Okay, we have change here from A to B here. The A to B means that, okay, this time we will see that the midpoint from we should divide this one. I mean the from 6 to, okay, from 6 to, if we divide this one here to here, okay, then the midpoint is, okay, 4 plus 6 and divided by 2. Then the midpoint is 5. Okay, 5. What about this one? This one, 200, right? 200. And this 2 is the 120 plus 8. Okay, divided by 2. 2 is 100, right? This is midpoint in quantity. This is midpoint in price. Then easily we can divide this one, right? And then for this we have here okay, we have 33% what? Variations. Okay, then calculate by using midpoint first. Okay, A to B, then here, A to B, then and 2, right? And then 2, but this one divided by 5. Okay, then 1.4, right? Plus percentage. Then we have 40%, right? 40%. On the contrary, the same, okay? The same. If you use this one is also same. we have 40, we have 100, right? We have 100 and we have 40, right? Okay. So this one is on the contrary, same effect. Okay, on the contrary, this is a 40s. Oh, sorry, 40%. Okay, then divided by 40, 40, then elasticity is 1. Okay, 1. Okay, so this is the result using midpoint method. So once you try to compute, okay, a price elasticity of demand, we should use midpoint. Okay, we should use midpoint. If not use midpoint, we will have different consequences, even same variation rate. Okay, this is very ridiculous. So we have to keep in mind that once we try to compute price elasticity of demand, we have to divide it by midpoint. Okay, we have to divide it, price variation by midpoint, and also we have to divide it, quantity in demand by midpoint. Okay, so midpoint method should be applied for computing the price elasticity of demand. Okay, so this is important point. We should be keep in mind. Okay, we should be mind. Okay, and next is the graph. We have to translate. Okay, so this is the translations of a graph. So we will see the demand elasticity of pricing. Okay, so let's see here. The price increased from 4 to 5, and even the price is increased, the demand is fixed at 100 in quantity, right? Okay, this rate I told you to compute, I'm sorry to my pronunciation, sometimes very hard. Elasticity of this one, then we have the formula using midpoint, right? Then the midpoint from first 4 divided 2, then 4 point is actually 9, right? That's 4.5 is a midpoint, right? Then the difference from these two is 1, but divided 4.5. Okay, then this is a percentage, so we have to multiply 100. Okay, then we can calculate the consequence of this one, right? So according to the calculations, okay, the perfectly inelastic demand, 즉 almost zero, right? Almost zero, right? Almost zero. Okay, even we have a variation of price, we have no variations of demand. No variation of demand. Then this is inelastic demand. Okay, inelastic demand. Okay, in this case, see that here is this is a 22% increase, right? 22%. Even we have a this is 22% increase, right? Okay, here. And then look at this. This is 20% increase. 20% increase. Told you. We divide this is 22%, right? 22%. Okay. And then what about this one? Then as we use this is used by middle term, and this one too we can use the middle term. The middle term is 90% and 10 and divide 2, right? And then the middle point is 109 divided 2, right? Then what can happen then? Right? This one is middle point. Okay, this one is middle point. Then right? Okay. If this one, this is 11% decrease. Okay, decrease of demand. So if you see this 22% increase, then the demand 1%. Okay? Okay. So this is how about this then? This is less than 1, right? This is less than, at glance we can see this is less than 1, right? This is less than 1. So it's inelastic. Okay? This is inelastic demand. Okay? So this is almost half less demand than price increase. Okay, the demand is half reduced. Okay, than price increase. Okay, comparing to the half variation than pricing. Okay, so this is also less than 1. Okay, less than 1. So less than 1. So this is inelastic. Okay, this is almost 0. This is less than 1. This is inelastic. Okay, both of this one is inelastic. Okay, the demand inelastic. Okay, what about below? Let me go to more. So we have seen the two cases inelastic. Okay, this is the elastic demand. Elasticity equal 1. Okay, see that? In this case, we have increased from 4 to 5. Then, according to the formula, okay, this is $1 variations, and middle term should be calculated and divided, right? So divided by 2. This is middle term, right? This is middle term. Okay, and then we have calculated here in prior. This is 100, and this is 2200, right? 2200 elasticity. And then what about this one? This one is okay, 8 plus 10 and divided by 2, and we have 20. Okay, then midpoint of this is this is 117, and then divide 2 equal midpoint is 90, right? 90. If we divided 20 by 90 and multiply 100 for percentage, right? Okay, then this is also almost 22%. Okay, then the price change 22%, 22% price change, and change percentage change in demanded, right? Quantity demanded is 22% also, so elasticity is 1. Okay, elasticity is 1. Okay, so we can calculate like this. Okay, elasticity is 1. Okay, then let's go to, so we will see this one. Okay, once elasticity is 1, the curve, see this one, is bow left down. Okay, it bow left down, right? Like this, bow left down. The frontier are facing left down. Okay, bow left down. Okay, the frontier facing left down, right? Okay, in this case, elasticity is equal to 1. Elasticity equals 1. Okay, equals 1. Okay, and let's see the more cases. Let's see the more cases below down. Here we have a big, here we can see that we have a $1 increase, price increase, and then we have a $50 decrease of quantity here. Then this one can be also, we have already this variation, elasticity is 22%. What about this one? 8 plus 10, 50 plus 10 divided 2 is midpoint, right? The midpoint is, I guess this one is, okay, this is midpoint, right? And then the variation between 2, 50 is divided 50 point, and to calculate percentage we have to multiply 100. Okay, then this one maybe 67% elasticity. Okay, 67% elasticity, 22% change, percent change in price, and 67% change in quality. Then you may see this one is more than 1, right? Maybe almost 3 times, okay? Then this is more than 1. Then this is quite elastic, right? Quite elastic. This is quite elastic. Okay, this one, perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand. Elastic equals infinity. This fellow line shows infinity. Go to infinity, right? Go infinity. So this means that, let's see that. What about the demand? Okay, the demand. Okay, the price. The price per dollars, at the price per dollars, you may see the quantity, exactly $4 consumer, at exactly $4, consumer will buy any quantity, okay? In this case, any quantity, okay? This is a perfectly, okay, elasticity in this case. And then see that, and any price here, there is no demand. Demand is 0. Okay? At the price below 4, okay, price below 4, quantity demand is infinitive. Okay? Okay. This graph illustrates once the price fixed pole, if the price below the pole, demanded quantity is a maximum. The demand, once the price below pole, this line means that the demand is infinite. Go infinite. Okay, but the price is above 4, there is no demand. On the basis of pole, as a guideline, the $4 is the guideline for demand 0 or infinite. Okay? This graph shows that. In this case, we called this is perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand. Okay. Okay, understand? Okay, see that this is left bow cover. So left bow cover when elasticity is greater than 1. Okay, greater than 1. So here, so as much as this area is revenue area. Okay, this is a revenue area here. And in this case, okay, and then okay, this is the change. Okay, so we will calculate here. Look at this. Okay, this one is 4 to 100. Okay, let me calculate 4 to 100. This area. Okay, and this is this area reduced. Sorry, 4 to 100. This area is. Look at it. We have increased. And then 5 to 50s. Okay, then it's 25. This is 400. Okay, so this is the revenue reduced from 400 to 250 here. As the price $1 increased, then as you can see, we have a more than one, greater than one demand reduced. So the demand is quite elastic. Okay, the elasticity is quite elastic. Okay, in this case, by the guideline 4, the price goes up above a 4. There is no demand at all, and below the 4, the demand is infinite. Okay. So here we can see that. Okay. So as we have reduced the demand, as you can see, the price and quantity multiplier is the revenue, is the amount of product they share. Okay, the product will tremendously reduced the quantity. Then in this case, we called this is elastic demand. Okay, elasticity is greater than 1. We called elastic demand. Okay, so we should keep this one in mind. Okay, then let's see another graph. If I emphasize this graph again, when the elastic demand is perfect elastic, the price change is, the demand is very sensitive to the price change. Even a slight price change, the demand variation, demand quantity, in demanded is tremendously changed. I mean, even this is base price, and on the basis of this line, this price, even a small drop of price, on small increase of price makes a big influence in demand. Okay, this is perfect elastic demand. And then we have seen in previous case, perfectly inelastic demand. In case of perfectly inelastic demand, even price changed, there is no variations of quantity demanded, right? So this is different. Okay, so we have to compare two, and what we have to detect, what does they mean? Okay, what does they mean? Okay, so this is the perfect elastic demand, and contrary, the vertical, I will show you the vertical one is the perfectly inelastic demand. Okay, in this case, perfectly inelastic demand, even you have big variation of price, there is no variation of demand. But contrary, in case of a perfectly elastic demand, even you have a small variations of price, you have a big variation of demand. So you have to distinguish the two opposite phenomena. Okay? Okay, then we will see more next. Now we will see the total revenue changes when price changes. Okay, here, as you can see, this graph is very mild, right? This means that if the graph is not stiff, if the graph is very mild, then the curve is very elastic. Okay. The meaning of elastic is demand quickly shift. Okay, once the price is changed. Okay, the demand change is very prompt when price changes like that. Okay, you can see here. Here the price. Okay, the price multiplier quantity is your revenue. Okay, right? This is very common sense. The revenue, the income, revenue, income. Okay, the income can be calculated. Just simply multiply price, multiply and quantity. Okay, then this is, for example, this is the revenue. Okay, price and quantity multiplied is revenue. Okay, the revenue, the meaning. Okay, then let's see this one. Once your price is $4, okay, this is your demand. Okay, 100. Okay, so $4 multiply 100 is 400. This is revenue. Okay, this is your profit. And then in this case, you see that once the price increased, $1 increased, and then here, look at here, your demand, quantity demanded is reduced here, from here. Okay, 10 reduced, then you will multiply 5 plus 900. Okay, then this is okay. Comparing these two, even you have increased the price, your revenue is higher than lower price here. Once you have $4, this is lower. This is not greater. This is lower than $5, right? Then the quantity demanded is 100. Okay, so the revenue at 400 and 100 quantity, if multiply these two, your revenue 400. Then you increased $1. Okay, according to economic theory, if the price increase, demand decrease. But increased price can cover decreased quantity. You might have more revenue. Okay. Okay. Even you have increased, okay, $1, but you have decreased, how much? You have decreased 10 quantity, okay? Then the total, the $1 increase can cover, one 10 quantity decrease. So the total was 550, okay, revenue. Okay, what about this? I told you, okay, even here you have $4, okay, lower dollars, but you have a quantity, how much? 100. But your total revenue is 400 and 1500 in short of 1500 in short, right? Comparing to $5 and 9 quantity. Okay, so this is the good comparisons. In this case, because price elasticity of demand is inelastic. Okay, inelastic. Okay, when the demand curve is inelastic, even you have an increased price, you will have more revenue because increased price can cover reduced quantity. Okay, so let's go to the next case. When demand curve is elastic. Okay, elastic. Okay, see that. Okay, when demand curve is elastic, what can happen? Contrary, let's see the calculate. We have $1 increase, and then this is increased. Okay, then we have a 70 demand. Okay, we have a 70 demand. Okay, then our revenue is 50 multiply, okay, 70, right? Because the price and quantity is total sales volume. This is revenue, total sales, right? So this is revenue. Okay, this is 150 is revenue. And then let's compare this one. To the prior status, not increased status. The price not increased. Okay, $4. Okay, once the price was not increased, the price fall and corresponding quantity 100. Okay, then what about this? Okay, then that is 400 demand, quantity demanded. This is bigger than 350. Okay, meaning that 50 more revenue. Okay, even in this case, the price increased, but increased price cannot cover decreased quantity, right? Increased price cannot cover decreased quantity. So the total is decreased because demand curve is so elastic. Okay, meaning that once the price changed, the demand quantity is changed more than price changed. Okay, so in this case, the increased price cannot cover decreased quantity. So in this case, we call in this case, what case? When the demand curve is elastic, once you have increased price, you will have less revenue. Okay? You will have less revenue. Okay, so I believe you have understand this by illustrating of a very fancy graph here, okay, showing the territory changed according to price changed and showing the revenue changed according to price changed. Okay, Okay, so as you can see here, this graph, as you here, this is linear. The graph like this is called linear, not curve. Okay, the slope, this is slope. The slope is calculated by rise. Okay, slope is calculated by rise, the ratio from rise. Okay, I mean the slope is calculated by rise and run. 그죠? Divided by run, right? This is run, this is rise. I mean the for here. Okay, look at this. Here, this is from here to here. We have a rise 1, right? And then we have a rise divided by, okay, once we have a $1 rise, we have a, okay, 1 is correspond to 12, but once we go to the 2, the quantity, we have 2 runs, right? 2 runs. So this is we call the slope. So the slope is calculated by rise to run. Okay? So this ratio, how the run change, okay, by rise. Okay? Once the 1 unit rise increased, how the run changed. Okay? This is almost a half time change to price. Okay, so this is the slope, but slope is constant because this line is linear, right? This line, look at this. Okay, the same. This is also 1 unit increase from here. Okay, then 1 unit increase, and then look at this. This is 10 to 8, right? Once $2, the quantity is 10, but once $3, the quantity is 8. Then we have another 2 run, right? 2 run. This is called run, and this is called rise, right? So this is same divided by 2. So the constants, meaning that the slope is constant. Slope is constant, right? Because this is a linear. This is a linear. Okay, the same, but elasticity is different. Let's see the elasticity. Elasticity is the ratio from change of price, the quantity, right? Okay, then because elasticity is used, to calculate elasticity, the midterm point is used. So the elasticity is different. Look at this, okay? So we will see that we have, okay, look at this from here. 1 to 1, once price $1, the corresponding quantity is 12. Okay. The total revenue then, let's see that. Multiply this, just multiply this. The price and quantity multiplier is none other than what? That is revenue, total income, right? So this is total income here. Okay, and then this, look at this. Okay, look at this one, 20. This one multiply this one. Okay, then in this error, in this interval, we have the same, revenue, right? In same revenue, but as time goes on, I'm sorry, as the price goes up, you will see the revenue is decreased here. Here, look at this. From 5, even we have a higher price here, but multiply quantity 4, then we have 20, and then go higher, we have eventually at 7, we have no demand, right? Then we have no revenue here. Okay, so if we divided this one, the percent change in price using by midpoint calculations. And this is also using midpoint. And if divided, 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 okay? Okay. The change in quantity divided by change in price, it will be elasticity, right? So, as you can see, the elasticity, as the price goes up, the elasticity is higher, more than 1, right? Quite higher, okay? Once the price is lower, as you can see below, okay, here, elasticity is the 13, right? But in the higher price, but once we go below here, you can see that, okay, the elasticity is the outcome from, demand percentage divided by change in price, right? Percentage change in price. Then here, 22, 29, 40. As you can see, 67, okay? Here, 200. Okay. Then this is consequences, right? Then this is more than 1, more than 1, more than 1. This is equal. This is unit elastic. This is unit elastic, the same. The ratio, change ratio, price and demand is the same, right? This is below 1, right? Then this is inelastic. Also, this is inelastic and this is inelastic. Then we can detect by glancing this table that once, the price is lower, elasticity is inelastic, right? Inelastic, okay? Meaning that once the price changed in lower price level, the demand is less changed, okay? So the change rate of demand is below 1. then this is less change than what? Than price. Okay, so in the lower price, but in the upper price at the guideline of 3 here, you can see that as price goes up, the elasticity is increase, right? So the elasticity is elastic, meaning that once the price goes up, the demand in quality is goes up too. Goes down, I'm sorry. Goes down bigger than lower price. Okay, so the elasticity is different. Okay, elasticity is different. Even the slope of this curve, this linear is the same, but elasticity is different. Okay, so in a higher level of price, the elasticity is very elastic. Okay, meaning that in the higher price, once the price increase, the demand quantity is decreased more than price increase. So the total income will be reduced. Okay, total income will be reduced. Okay, because the increased income by price cannot afford to, cannot bigger to, cannot cover to decreased quantity. Meaning that, on the contrary, decreased quantity is bigger than increased profit, right? Okay. So, I hope you can understand this table well. Okay. So, if you see this one, here, see that? The slope of linear demand curve, this is linear current demand curve, and this is slope. The meaning of slope is this, okay? This, meaning that may rise divided by run. Okay, this is slope. Okay, this is slope. Okay, this is slope. Okay, in this case, okay, this is slope. Okay, this is slope. Okay, this is slope divided by this, right? This is slope. This slope is constant, but as the guideline of 3 here, right? As you can see that elasticity is different. Okay, you can see the figure over here. Elasticity is different. Okay. So, in a lower price, elasticity is inelastic. Okay, but in the higher price, elasticity is elastic. You have to remember this one. Okay, so you have less revenue once you increase your price in the higher price level. Okay, because the area, this area is the here when $1 revenue is here. This is $1 revenue. Multiply this one. And what about our change? To this one. $2. Okay, this one. Okay, this one is I'll write this one. Okay, so as we underline, the territory of a species, we can easily detect the total revenue here. Okay. Okay. Thanks.